Someone in your life is controlling you right now, not with threats, not with shouting, with something far more dangerous, your own mind. They've never raised a hand, never raised their voice, but somehow you always end up apologizing. You always end up doubting yourself. You always end up doing exactly what they wanted. That's not love. That's not friendship. That's dark psychology. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what's happening to you. Stay till sign number 5. That one hits closest to home, and most people spot it way too late. Dark psychology is the study of how people exploit the human mind for personal gain. It's not loud. It's not obvious. It's a slow, invisible rewiring of how you think, feel, and behave. Your boss could be doing it. Your partner, your closest friend, even a family member you've trusted your whole life. And the most dangerous part? It doesn't feel like control. It feels like your own decisions. Here are the 7 signs it's already happening to you. Sign number 1. Dark mirroring. You meet someone and it feels almost too good to be true. They share your values. They laugh at your jokes. They seem to get you in a way nobody else ever has. That instant connection, that feeling of finally being understood, feels like fate. It's a trap. Dark mirroring is when a manipulator studies you, your fears, your humor, your wounds, and reflects them back at you artificially to manufacture trust. They're not connecting with you. They're becoming a mirror of everything you want to see. And once you're attached, the mirror cracks. The real person emerges. And by then, you're already too emotionally invested to walk away. How to spot it? In the early stages of any relationship, ask yourself, does this person have their own opinions? Do they push back on anything you say? A real connection has friction. A dark mirror has none. Drop mirror in the comments if someone has ever done this to you. Sign number 2. Love bombing followed by strategic withdrawal. At first, they overwhelmed you with attention, constant texts, compliments. They made you feel like the most important person in their world. You felt seen, chosen, special. Then, slowly, almost imperceptibly, it stopped. And suddenly you found yourself working to get back to that feeling, changing your behavior, apologizing for things you didn't do, twisting yourself just to get a fraction of what they gave you in the beginning. That was never love. That was conditioning. Like training a dog with treats. They gave you affection to hook you, then withheld it to control you. How to spot it? Genuine affection is consistent. It doesn't come in waves designed to keep you off balance. If you feel like you're constantly chasing a version of someone you met at the beginning, you're in a love bombing cycle. Comment trapped if this sounds familiar. Here's what makes this terrifying. None of these signs feel like abuse. They feel like your fault. That's by design. Let's keep going. Sign number 3. Gaslighting. You remember something clearly. A promise they made. Something they said. Something they did. And when you bring it up, they look at you like you're crazy. That never happened. You're too sensitive. You always twist everything. Over time, you stop trusting your own memory. You start fact-checking your own feelings. You walk on eggshells because you're terrified of overreacting again. That is gaslighting. And it's one of the most effective psychological weapons ever used because it doesn't just control your behavior. It destroys your relationship with reality itself. How to spot it? Start writing things down. Dates, conversations, events. A manipulator cannot gaslight a paper trail. If you find yourself constantly questioning your own memory around one specific person, that person is the problem. If this resonated, subscribe, because we're just getting started. Real quick, if sign number 3 hit you hard, you're not alone. Thousands of people are watching this right now having the exact same realization. Hit subscribe so you never miss what's coming next. Now, let's talk about sign number 4. This one is disguised as kindness. Sign number 4, future faking. We'll travel together soon. Things will get better, I promise. Just give me a little more time. These promises kept you locked in, kept you hoping, kept you waiting for a future that was never coming. Future faking is when a manipulator uses the promise of a better tomorrow to control your behavior today. They know you're unhappy. They know you want to leave. So they give you just enough hope to stay. And the moment you're settled, the promises disappear until you start pulling away again. You're not in a relationship. You're in a holding pattern. How to spot it? Promises without timelines are illusions. Ask for specifics. When exactly? What's the first step? A genuine person welcomes accountability. A future faker deflects, gets defensive, or turns it around on you. Comment future if someone has done this to you. You'd be shocked how many people are in this trap right now. Sign number 5. The one most people miss until it's too late. Weaponizing victimhood. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Someone can be hurting and still be manipulating you. Every time you try to address a problem, somehow the conversation flips. Suddenly, they're the one who's suffering. Suddenly, you're the villain. You came in with a valid concern and you left feeling guilty for bringing it up. They cry on cue. They remind you of their past trauma. They make you feel like protecting yourself means hurting them. And because you're empathetic, because you care, you back down. Every time. Your empathy is not a weakness, but in the hands of a dark psychologist, it becomes a leash. How to spot it? Notice the pattern, not the individual moment. If every serious conversation ends with you comforting them instead of resolving the issue, that's not vulnerability. That's control. We're at sign 6 now. These last 2, write them down. Share this video with someone you're worried about. This information could genuinely change someone's life. Sign number 6. Strategic isolation. It starts subtly. A comment here. A comment there. I don't know if your friend really has your best interests at heart. Your family doesn't understand you the way I do. They never tell you to cut people off directly. They just slowly poison every relationship around you until you feel like the only person who truly gets you is them. And once you're isolated, once your support system is gone, you have nowhere to go. You have no one to reality check with. You have no one to tell you, hey, this isn't okay. That's the goal. Not love, dependency. How to spot it? A person who loves you wants you to have strong relationships around you. If someone consistently makes you feel like the people in your life are threats to your relationship, they are the threat. Comment aware if you're starting to see these patterns more clearly. And sign number 7, the one that keeps you the longest. Manufactured guilt. Somehow, no matter what happens, it always circles back to being your fault. You're too demanding, too emotional, too needy. You ask for basic respect and suddenly you're the one who's unreasonable. They've trained you to pre-apologize, to shrink, to need less so they can give less. Guilt is a powerful force when it's real, but manufactured guilt, guilt you didn't earn, is a psychological cage. And once you're in it, every time you try to leave, it gets smaller. How to spot it? Ask yourself honestly. Do you feel guilty even when you've done nothing wrong? Do you apologize more than you used to? Do you feel like you're never quite enough? That's not your personality. That's programming. The moment you can name it, you take back your power. Here's what I need you to take away from this. These signs aren't random. They follow a pattern. Gain your trust, create dependency, isolate, control. Dark psychology works because it exploits the best things about you. Your empathy, your loyalty, your love. But knowledge is armor. The moment you can see the pattern, it loses its power over you. So here's your challenge. Go through these 7 signs and ask yourself honestly, is there someone in your life checking more than one of these boxes? If yes, you already know what you need to do. If this video helped you see something clearly, hit that like button. It tells us to keep making content like this. And it might just help the algorithm put this in front of someone who desperately needs it. Subscribe for more dark psychology breakdowns every week. And watch this next, because we go even deeper on the psychology of manipulation and how to permanently protect yourself. I'll see you there.